Hey guys, and welcome to another brand new video. In this video, we have some pretty fun news to go and cover when it comes to PlayStation 5 Pro. Now, as you guys know, we cover a lot of PlayStation news here, but we're actually now seeing a way big bump that has been somewhat prophesized for the PS5 Pro, now actually maybe coming sooner, with these big major leaks out here, and this is going to be probably a pretty big game changer for the console itself. So if you guys will sit back, relax, and enjoy the video, subscribe if you guys are new with those notifications on, and leave a like and your thoughts down below, and of course, as well, just appreciate y'all so much for existing. We also may be taking a few days off, maybe like a nice week or so. I keep on saying I want to go on a mini break, so maybe do that sometime the next week or so, then have a full-on reset, then come back with a lot of cool stuff. So keep that in mind just for anyone in the channel itself. So if you guys know, the PS5 Pro has had a lot of cool integrations, such as the PSSR, better GPU, CPU, and of course, this is like the main standard we'd say for what we expect on a gaming console, because, well, it exists, and that's a good thing. But right now, there's a big update too when it comes to the PS5 Pro, which will be now increasing the internal software and allowing it to utilize the FSR4 based upgrades in early 2026. Now, this is just a rumor as of right this second, but we have a lot of also proof, and we've reported on this stuff throughout the years, such as AMD working specifically to make this happen. The FSR update is in regards with AMD GPUs, which, as you guys know, AMD is the GPU maker for these consoles. And of course, it was kind of funny, they actually thought that the PSSR was, well, not as good as the FSR upgrade, as such as even some companies are even choosing to use different types of AI integrations instead of the PSSR, mainly because it's a little bit wonky to implement. It is cool, but it's untested, needs more time. And it's kind of one of those things where you have like a 1.0, and this FSR4 might either from separate games might run better, or might even have a combination of the brand new PSSR integration with AMD that they've confirmed, and that will make it even better over time. Saying this upgrade is slated to come in a firmware update at around the same time FSR4 comes with the RDNA3 graphics cards, which once again is correspondent with all the PS5 Pro internals. So while Sony has already confirmed that its collaboration with AMD will involve bringing Fidelity FX Super Resolution or FSR4 features to the PS5 Pro, new rumors indicate that this will be happening sometime next year. So in the basically new video, Moore's Law is dead commented the image upscaling technology making its way to the PS5 Pro, noting that they expect it to arrive in the first quarter of 2026. Now, most people would probably assume the same thing because we've been following the news and the channel itself, so that could probably say that same exact, like, I guess, implication of it, where we've known they've been working on it for a while. They have these somewhat expected time frames, and it's kind of like that last piece of the puzzle, where it's like, hey, there's a McDonald's open up across the street. Okay, cool, we're probably going to have, like, I don't know, like a parking lot being built. It's kind of pretty obvious. So this update for them, too, they stated it either has to happen at the same time or shortly after AMD's announces the FSR4 support coming to its graphics cards based on the older RDNA3 architecture. As I mentioned, like, it's like one thing shows up, it's obviously going to make the other one. So this, in turn, is expected to happen towards the end of 2025, and then obviously it will take a little bit of time for it to be fully implemented and, like, work all the kinks, too. You know, obviously it takes a little bit of time as well because the GPUs are typically custom made. Now, they're very similar to the AMD architectures for their usual GPUs, but they usually are custom made for the PlayStation 5, PS5 Pro, even Xbox, where it's like the old technology, but slightly fine-tuned to optimize and make, like, you know, tens of millions of them, or as well maybe optimized more with like a PlayStation operating system, stuff like that. And that's kind of a big deal. So this is still a rumor as of right this second. There is no official announcement, but everything is kind of like the line of cards. It's like you already have the, like, all the food in the kitchen, all the ingredients, so you're most likely going to make a pizza when you see the pizza dough, the sauce, you know, the sausage or pepperoni, the cheese. Like, it's like you just got to let someone have that time to mash it all together and throw it in the oven. And that's where we're at right now, which means this upcoming update is going to be a huge improvement for the console itself. So they announced their partnership back in December of 2024. As part of this partnership, though, the two companies would make use of the machine learning-based technology for graphics and gameplay, according to the PS5 and PS5 Pro lead architect, Mark Cerny. Mark Cerny also provided more details. We made videos, I think, on both of these at the time, back in March, revealing in an interview that the end result would be bringing in FSR4's more advanced image upscaling technologies to the PS5 Pro's PSSR. To achieve this, the two companies have been working all year to integrate the PSSR into Sony's titles. So basically, you have this PSSR technology, somewhat battle tested as of now. It's been out for like a year. We saw the shimmering issues get resolved. We've seen improvements overall, and now we're seeing like a kind of taking shape. Think like ChatGPT 1.0 versus like say 4.0. Some people don't like 5.0, and like it just gets better over time. It understands what it has to do better with more information, and that's where we're at right this second. But we also have AMD trying to get into the AI integration systems themselves. They compete with NVIDIA and all that. So they also have their own AI that's learning. And obviously with them being more of a graphics card company, think with PCs, think with CPUs, think with APUs, think also with all these console GPUs, they're very integral on the AI infrastructure way. So they just do it well, like they're smart, they know what's up. So you have those two things combined together to basically make a super improvement. Or let's say in the PSSR is really good with maybe like PlayStation game engines, or things like say graphics, or things like say like leaves, shadows, whatever. And then AMD might be really good for say upscaling and making things look a lot nicer, or maybe even upscaling say like bricks or whatever it might be. So those two combining with two separate big data sets that are improving in different directions. Like I said, the PlayStation PSSR Pro has a lot more gameplay integration, so that'll be better on that. First AMD maybe better for like say consoles, or more so for like PC instead of consoles. So because they have so much PC information, they have the wide range of having multiple different PCs that some are good, some are bad, some are god tier, able to upscale and downscale better, which would be really good for say the PS Portal, PlayStation PSP 2, Vita, whatever you want to go call it, the PS6 handheld, PlayStation 6 console, having like a, separate tiered consoles like the Xbox Series X and S. All of this stuff integrated is great because it's basically having two different AI intersets go and correspond together. It's awesome. It's also just all around good stuff. Our focus in 2025 is working with developers to integrate the PSSR into their titles. In parallel, though, we've already started to implement the new neural network on the PS5 Pro, said Cerny, referring to the PlayStation PSSR image upscaling technology used in the PS5 Pro. With the collaboration, Sony wants to improve its PSSR technology to be able to output similar results as the FSR4. So basically, like I said, utilizing things such as the FSR specific technology that the PSSR doesn't have and integrate them together, kind of build like a bigger bubble, two bubbles combined. Our target is to have something very similar to FSR's 4 upscaler, which might even be its own unique technology, available on the PS5 Pro for 2026 titles as the next evolution of the PSSR. So it's getting even better. It should take the same inputs and produce essentially the same outputs. Doing that implementation is rather ambitious and time consuming, which is why you haven't already seen this new upscaler on the PS5 Pro. So they're in the kitchen, they're trying to make it work out better. It's nice. That is what we are targeting. We believe that we can achieve it. He continued. The peak performance number for the PS5 Pro is 308-bit tops without sparsity, which compares very well to the recently released AMD GPUs, which I believe are the more like so right now the PS5 Pro is maybe like, let's say like 4 to 6 years out from old GPU technology because it's more optimized, but like not as good because technology evolves. But this is big, especially because AMD is always going to be or AI is going to be always going to be the next big focus either way. So this is good. It's improvements. So for what it's worth, the FSR4 itself is a relatively young iteration of the image upscaling technology, having been released earlier this year alongside AMD's current lineup of the Radeon 9070s and 9060 GPUs. And as part of the launch, the company released the regular 9070 and 9060 GPUs, as well as the powerful XT versions of those. Think how we have like a 3080, 3080 Ti, 4080, 4080 Ti's as well, and that gives people more power levels. So all around, this is huge news. Now going through ChatGPT, showing this type of stuff, it just kind of shows that it just is a better performance, maintaining good image quality, and it's very similar to like say the PSSR or any other type of AI integration too as well. But they have more information, such as PC, Xbox, and PlayStation or Linux. So it also kind of makes everything a lot better, and also it works on any type of GPU as well, which AMD made it in the first place. It's all around fine, but it does get better. Basically, like it's like it's like a bigger scale. Like PlayStation, PSSR is only PlayStation. This is like a mixture of everything together. So overall, you probably will get better results at the end of the day with AI making things like, look, motion vectors, color, depth, and frame history better. But maybe the PSSR is more specialized with utilizing that with PlayStation-based games and engines too as well, or even things like them doing frame generation. You'll be able to go produce more actual proper frames. You guys can see these with the latencies, but as you guys can see, is not even officially confirmed through the PSSR. So like it really is just filling up different things out there, such as like a 2x more performance boost out there. I can compete with DLSS, which is like NVIDIA, or DLSS is like, vibes. And of course, as well, more stability, less ghosting, which means like fake frames, fake animations. So everything out this is turning out really cool. We just have to wait for it to actually be implemented. A little bit more of a technical video, but I'm excited for it. Subscribe if you guys are new. I appreciate y'all so much for watching. I'll talk to you guys all soon. Remember, we might take a break sometime in the next few days, or maybe like a week or so keep that in mind.